Hello everybody, welcome back. Alright, so we are gonna forego this for now, I've decided. And we're gonna go back to the pond? Maybe. I can remember what way is what. Oh. Okay, this is where we came in. Nope, not that way. Need to find this recreation room. We go out this way. This way. What's this? Well, obviously it's a manuscript. Odin loses one eye.
It's 1988, a face-off between deities on the rim of Cauldron Lake, high above its dark waters. Thunder roared, the old gods facing something even more powerful, something harder to define even. Or, changing the perspective, raving lunatics all, caught up in the frenzy of a shared delusion. The old gods, the corsairs of the Sea of Night, and the Dark One who yearned to stand in between, who had always stood in between, who would soon stand in between. We help you, you stay away from our family, Tor Anderson snarled over the thunder. Yes, until you all come to me, came the answer. That's never gonna happen, shouted Odin. I will take this as collateral, shall you remember our deal, said the Dark One. Blood arched from Odin's face as he fell to his knees. Lightning hit the dark figure on the cliff, and with that, he was gone. Tor rushed to his brother. Are you alright, bro? Effectively blind in that moment, the eye patch covering his left eye, his hand over the now empty socket of his right, blood oozing out of it. Odin cursed. The bastard took the wrong eye.
I'll be right back. I gotta see if my son's done what I needed him to do. Swear that kid's not right. Oh wait, wrong way. Oh, we're good. Okay. Basement. Is Chica still there? No. Where the hell did she go? Oh. Wait.
I need something to cut this.
Yeah, we know. Just kind of looking around. Soon as there's the basement door. I don't know where she went. Oh, we could have just came through the... What the f is going on? I'm about to get bombarded with text messages. Hold on. Fix this. There. That way you're not hearing it if you can hear it. Like, Auntie said we'd be safe where? Upstairs, maybe? I don't know where these people are. Are they in Auntie's room? I think Auntie's room is over here. It's the wellness center. I need to find... this way. Okay. They're all here. I freaked out for nothing. Oh my god, all these sounds. Thing over here. Yo, what was that? I don't see anything. Oh my god, finding this doorknob is gonna be such a pain in the butt. Alright. Let's go to the basement. Wait. Alright, let's go to the basement. Jesus. Why do you do that? Who the fuck is that? Oh,
I need to get the power back on.
I hate this chick. Need to get the pump working. I guess power would have to be on for the pump to work. Remember, buy more fuses. Many more. Crappy old equipment keeps blowing them. VB. Yo. Hold just 1 second. Sorry about that. So fuses are needed. Manuscript. I hope these manuscripts are going to be easy to find.
Wheeler used to be the agent of a manic depressive celebrity writer, Alan Wake. Wake had various addictions on his back. An on-off death wish. Wheeler had seen a thing or two. Wheeler paid a lot of money for a good shrink. Got himself convinced that all the nightmares he'd seen leading up to Wake drowning himself were just his imagination. PTSD. Now we had pills to keep the shadows from his sleep. But the Andersons were something else. The nightmares were starting to creep in again. Or maybe it was the drugs in the air. Wheeler hoped it was the drugs. The Andersons were so old. Vampires. After every gig and the party that followed, took them weeks to bounce back. And they never did completely. Each time Wheeler expected them to croak.
That was weird the way it said bounce back. It's like bounce back. Look, a save area.
Fuse is blown. Maybe there are spares nearby.
I'm gonna save. Let's look at that real quick. I don't want to be here.
Key fob's no good without power.
Yeah, I just needed to do that. Make it click. Fuses? Nope.
Can't be opened on this side.
Oh, of course not. This is gonna be pain in the Patutski.
Emmett Elwood had had enough. All his life, he'd been surrounded by the same small-minded, impolite, ignorant people in town. Their endless gossip, their nose-picking, chewing food with their mouths open, not washing their hands after visiting the restroom, touching things, touching everything. The world was going to hell. He'd watched day after day how all the nice things in life in Bright Falls were spoiled and ruined forever. There would be a just and terrible reckoning. Emmett had imagined many times how he'd make them pay. He had lovingly tended his anger, made it grow hotter. It was out in the open now. Ugly and slobbering, they reached at him with their unwashed hands. He'd beat them down, beat them until they no longer moved. And then he'd wash his hands with a strong antibacterial disinfectant.
At least he washed his hands. It's disgusting not washing your hands. You should wash your hands. Rose, spare fuse is now locked away because someone, Ahti, keeps stealing them. Code is in the laundry room, VB. Wait, does that mean I gotta go to a laundry room to find a code? Or is there a laundry room inside here? Inside the basement.
I can't force it open.
Of course not. Of course not. The fuck was that sound?
The power's off.
Huh? Alice Zane, renowned filmmaker, established artist coming Bright Falls. Thomas Zane, Boris Zane, Sofia, and Home Country International as well. Hotel Ocean View. Maybe one day I'll freaking go through all the notes and stuff that we find and try to put 2 and 2 together.
Cynthia Weaver had always kept her lantern close. Someone in the bathroom with her. In the dark. Dark water pressed itself into her. She screamed.
Son of a biscuit. Damn. That one opened. I think that one led. Yeah. Laundry room. Fudge told me about Cynthia, so that means. Okay. Be prepared. "273 Rose. If you see this, please remind the residents to leave myself alone. I think they hate me. VB." Hi. Because I needed to get water. You had Burger King yesterday. I know, you had it yesterday. I'm not getting Burger King.
Cynthia Weaver hated being old. She'd been a doer, a fighter. Now the bathroom frightened her, afraid she'd break her hip, like Norman. Cynthia had always kept her lantern close, to hold the darkness at bay. "Oh dear, my lantern. I think I've lost it," Cynthia said. "This will put a smile back on your face, my dear," a voice said. A man's voice. Someone in the bathroom with her. In the dark. The light bulb had blown. She meant to replace it days ago. How could she forget? She had slipped getting out of the tub. She lay in the tub now. She lifted her hand. It looked wrong. Too many hands. In a black void with no sense of up or down, she was underwater. A dark shape pushed her down. Dark water pressed itself into her.
Oh my god.
She screamed. It came out in bubbles.
What was the code? I freaking lost it. There's more? Why? Because Tor, blah, 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 blah. Let's see to zoom out.
Sure. Tor disappeared into the pond. It's another overlap. Has to be. How do I get inside?
later. Always. I don't need cult stashes. More on the Anderson brothers. Holy shit. There's a lot more. Wake told Rose to look for Hero. She won't help anyone else. So anything that's yellow is what I want. Saga, jab the selector, the missing record in its place. So
The page says the record will open the overlap. Or is the page predetermining it?
I think they tried to
Am I
drown
just
the
playing into the
record in
story?
her bathtub. Need the record. Record is missing. The record.
Sure.
There's only one copy of the record.
A bathtub. A pond.
Cities,
lake?
synthesis, tour,
There's a
keep
theme
away
here.
from me. If you want to record record or blah blah blah. Still for later. Rescue tour, find Anger's remorse, search Cynthia's room, go to nursing home's basement to restore power. Oh, I was trying to figure out what the code was. Maybe it'll pop up when I do this. Nope. Gosh, dude. I don't need the case board. Manuscripts, no. Profiling, no. Iridium, no. I do need the case board. Dark place. Where do I find the code? Colfax, Anderson Brothers, Trello, Colt, maybe? No. Anderson Brothers. Overlap ritual. I'm taking restore. Computer password. Restore. Okay, Cynthian Tor. Damn it! I gotta go back to the freaking. Oh wait, it's right over here. Right? Right over here, okay. Two, 7, 3. 2, 7, 3. 2, 7, 3. 2, 7, 3. 2, 7, 3. 2, 7, 3. Huh. Alright, I guess I am going to have to end this earlier than I wanted. Let me get to the save spot. We'll save progress and then where was the save? Maybe it was back here. I'm about to get bombarded and attacked and killed. There we are.
There. Power's back on.
Hold on. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. It's gonna be a really short episode, but hey, whatever. I got...
Going in the basket.
Gotta entertain my daughter for a little bit. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope to see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.